Welcome to the second edition of OH Phoenix Awards and Summit 2026. We are live from Mumbai and today we have Ms. Deepa Gupta from MOMS. How are you, ma'am?
Excited?
So my first question to you is, how has OH advertising industry evolved over the past decade and what major shifts are shaping its future today?
Sure. So I think out of home, like we all know, is considered a format of traditional media, and it's very traditional in nature. I mean, forget the past 10 years. It's the oldest medium that was into existence, and it's changed with time, and in the last decade has not been very different. In fact, it has changed to a next level post-COVID. So yeah, pre-COVID, obviously we were growing, we were doing fine, but there was some kind of a stagnant growth we were seeing. We couldn't break the 3,500 crore number that kept revolving pre-COVID. I think post-COVID we bounced back. During COVID, there was a major dip. It got severely hit by numbers because obviously traffic was not there on road, hence brands didn't want to spend on outdoor. But post-COVID, we bounced back in a very different way. There was a lot of changes that we saw in terms of the medium selection within the out-of-home space, the touchpoint selection, the emerging and the newest media, which is the digital out-of-home, created a lot of difference, which grew from 1% to now its market share is about 10%, which is quite high in the last 2-3 years. So there has been a major shift. We have finally crossed 5,000 crores is what the number we anticipate. If I have to look at the Pitch Madison numbers which got floated recently, outdoor this year will cross more than 5,000 crore. Last year it was near 5,000 crore, but this year it will, I think we are expecting a 5% growth in outdoor, which is, by the way, the only traditional medium that is growing. Print is growing marginally, but outdoor is creating wonders in the traditional medium space. Obviously digital we cannot compare. So that's where I see that with the introduction of digital out of home, touchpoints have changed. The way we plan, we keep the consumer into consideration, and the media selection is done for the consumer rather than buying the media. We plan the media. We take malls. We have our data to prove how malls have grown, how transit has grown. Vande Bharat, we have branding opportunities there. Metro has grown in all the cities. Metro branding is an opportunity out there. Malls, I think I've already spoken about. Traditional outdoor is also growing. And like I said, DOH is changing the game for us.
So talking about different sectors, in your view, which sectors are currently driving the strongest demand for outdoor advertising?
See, sector-wise, definitely there are some new entrants, but the ones who are getting the high volumes in outdoor remains real estate, because that's local in nature, and what better medium than out of home followed by print for that. So I think it would be real estate, maybe OTTs, then you have your BFSI as a category. These three are the major driving forces in my view, but real estate is definitely spending the highest.
So what creative approaches help campaigns cut through the visual clutter of busy urban environments?
Good question. So like I was also mentioning in my presentation, the medium needs to be used to its potential. We cannot have the things that a lot of brands were doing previously, where we used to have an adapt of the TVC put on a billboard. टीवी पे कैंपेन चल गया, आउटडोर वाज यूज मोर ऑफ अ रिमाइंडर मीटिंग, अच्छा मैंने टीवी पे ये देखा हुआ है तो उसी का अडेप्टेशन करके आप बिलबोर्ड पे लगा दो, या प्रिंट वाला ही क्रिएटिव बिलबोर्ड पे लगा दो. Marketers have also understood the potential of this medium. They also now want to use the media the way it should be used. So I think the creatives that are made for outdoor are more meaningful now. They are conversation drivers. We are just not using an adapt of a television or a print on billboards anymore. We are driving on topicality. We are driving on conversation starters. We are driving on innovations which was previously also there. Still, that remains there. And the best part is, we are doing the most two key driver mediums in the advertising space, which is traditional outdoor and digital out of home, and clubbing the both with the mainline digital. So you do an activity offline and then you promote it on social media. So that's how you create a lot of buzz. The traction keeps growing. So I think if we have the right messaging, like if I have to give you an example, we did a very topical campaign for Swiggy, where it was done in Makar Sankranti, and we created a just simple kite on a billboard, and it said "Kat gayi, kite delivered to your doorstep in 10 minutes from Swiggy Instamart." Need not be anything more than that. Visual did its job, creative was impactful, and the messaging got delivered with the Swiggy colors that were already established in the consumer's mind. So if you're able to create such meaningful discussions, like there are a lot of examples. In the interest of time, I'm just explaining one. There are a lot more that I've already spoken in the presentation that was there. Creativity is the way to look at this medium in a very different way. It could be innovation, it could be regular creatives, it could be topicality, it could be a wordplay. Anything that you do. But the creative has to be in fact impactful because it's a 3-second viewing medium like we know.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your valuable insights on this.
Thank you so much.
Stay tuned for more.